This video is for Mr. Shade Tree that's struggling to get by and he needs to change his oil. Period. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is another oil filter episode. I'm going to start this video out by saying I am not an expert by any means. However, there is one thing that interests me, and that is who makes what for who. That was kind of sort of the point of me pulling some of these oil filters apart. Some of it was surprising. I wasn't expecting some of the stuff that I did. So beforehand, I just want to say that I went into this wanting to buy all these filters for a Ford 4.6 or 5.4 liter V8. Very common filter, but I did get kind of sent the wrong one on one of them. Rather than the FL820S equivalent, they sent me an FL500S equivalent instead. So I wasn't going to send it back. It was a pretty cheap filter. I've used Microguard stuff in the past on my Toyota, and I'll be honest with you, it's actually a pretty good filter for being Chinese made. So if you saw my previous Motorcraft filter video, I'm just going to show you what I found. You will notice that there's a second one that's cut open now. And just so you know, same results. There's really no point in going over that again. But I will post a link to the previous video up above here. I don't really feel like beating a dead horse here, but I just wanted to show you that I did open a second one and same results. Maybe a smidge better than the previous filter, but nevertheless, still disappointed. The low tier. Now this, I'm going to set you back down here to what I consider to be, these here were actually the most, I guess, surprising to me, because this here is just your basic Walmart filter. I figured it'd be somewhat decent though, because it says it's good to 10,000 miles. This extra guard says it's good to 10,000 miles, and this tough guard says 15,000 miles. But I think what got me was this is supposed to be the same equivalent as all the rest of these filters, as far as the size is concerned anyway. Open up all three of these. These are 100% all made by Fram. Obviously these two are because they say Fram on them, but this is obviously a Fram. If you look at the mounting plate, they're identical, same markings. All the same. All of them are the same. So the one thing that I did notice between them though, on the drain back valves, the SuperTech is going to be just a rubber one, while these appear to be silicone. So we're going to go ahead and pull these out. And I'm going to tell you that in my personal opinion, although these both say something completely different for the protection. So this one says 10,000, this one says 15,000. Oh, this thing came out with that. I dare tell you that that is the same filter. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same filter. The media looks the same color. The tube in the middle looks the same. I think this is the exact same filter, other than the color of the can. Even these pressure relief valves look the same to me. The only difference I see is the Tough Guard has these two lines on it. Now, if we line up all three of these, I'm going to guess this is the same facility makes this. That purple dot was on all these when I opened them up. But this one is shorter. Other than that, though, it looks like the same media. All three pleats are corrugated the same way. I'm fairly certain that the only difference is this one's a little bit shorter. That's my observation from those three right there. I know for a fact this is made by Wix. I was quite surprised to see that this was pretty much identical inside to this. Since I did the cutting open of these, I've found through research, and well, then about 877 people told me in my previous video that Purolator and Wix had the same parent company, which is MAN. I just wanted to show you that these two here are the same filter. So look up top here. Same, everybody knows your name. Turn this over. They have the same anti-drain back valve. And if you take and look at these, same. And also same bypass spring. So I want to say this filter was like $2.50 on Amazon. What a steal. That, honestly, bang for the buck. Of all the filters I've opened, this one gets my bang for the buck. The only thing I don't like is this isn't silicone. Other than that, this filter is awesome. I still plan on cutting open a Purolator Boss. But all these filters, I'm buying them, just cutting them open. I got other projects going on too. So that'll be later down the road. Other projects need my attention and funding before this one. It has been known in the past that these Microguards are made by Wix. But I beg to differ now that these are not made by Wix. In fact, these are made in Vietnam, whereas all these Wix babies are made in the USA. And while I think this is a decent filter, and one that I would use, it's not made by Wix or Man Hummel anymore. I am going to tell you though that this is pretty thick compared to some of the other ones. Okay, then my next contender. I don't know. This K&N is Chinese made. It's, I don't know, like a $12 filter. But I'm going to tell you what, if there's one impressive thing about this filter, that can is thick. It's pretty gnarly. But, I mean, I'd use it. But I thought that these two were the most similar. I thought the Microguard had the most similarities with this, and it does. Same type of pressure relief valve. I'm going to tell you what, that was like cooking dinner and having it done in 5 minutes. Because I've really done a lot of work acquiring some of this stuff, and to have it already done in 15 minutes is kind of funny. But let's really quick show this one here. I honestly very impressed. This is the same thing as the 5L500S. My best bang for the buck, and that's without me having the equivalent on this one. For the guy that's a shade tree mechanic wanting the best built filter for the money, it's this Purolator Tech. In my unprofessional opinion, the only thing that I don't like about it is the drain back valve. But quite honestly, if you drive every day and don't let the motor sit, it's not going to matter too much. I'm not going to cut the pleats open and all that crap unless somebody really thinks that's beneficial. I don't find that as beneficial for this particular comparison that I did based on which filter is, in my opinion, the best assembled, best bang for the buck. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This is a kind of a touchy subject, so there are a lot of guys that get a little fired up about this stuff, and you know what? That's fine. Because I already know, you buy yourself the Royal Purple, you buy yourself the Purolator Boss, whatever, it's going to be a better filter than all of these. This video is for Mr. Shade Tree that's struggling to get by, and he needs to change his oil. Period. Do with this information what you will, and don't think I'm some kind of an expert. Don't think I don't have enough money to buy what filter I want, because, well, really I don't. No, serious. Just trying to show you guys what's in these cans. That's all it is.